Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got an awesome comparison video for you guys. So I'm comparing the Modlite PLH V2, the Surefire EDC1 DFT, so the turbo, and the Modlite OKW. Let's check them out. All right, guys, I am excited about this review, this comparison review. So what do we do first? Okay, so I'll just show the boxes first and how they come. So Modlite's really cool because so it says here PLH V2 350, meaning the 18350 body. And then here it says OKW 650, meaning the 18650 body. Now, these two will both come with the same things. So let me just crack this bad boy open. So it's really cool because the light comes in there like that, in that foam bit, and then under here you get all your goodies. So you open up that, and that's what you'll get: a Modlite warranty card and a charger and a battery. Okay, so you'll get that with both. Now the Surefire is packaged a little differently. So Surefire packages their lights similar or in the same fashion as like Streamlight. They package them in this kind of packaging that you just have to destroy to open it. You know, it's very difficult to not destroy it to open it. So this is how it comes. The light will be in there. As you can see, I've completely destroyed it, but this light's going to be a keeper anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And what I might do is just cut this bit open a bit more so I can get to the user manual. I have the Surefire 18350, so that's the EDC1 DFT. But you can also get the EDC2 DFT, which is the 18650 body. I got the 18350 because this is enough for me. This is totally compact, good to go. And the runtime with the 18350 body is enough for me. If I want an extra runtime with a lot of throw, I'll use that with the 18650. So this is how it's packaged. And like I said, you just got to destroy it when you want to open it. But what you'll get is a charging cable for the battery. So bang, snaps in there like that, and you just plug that into the wall. And you'll get your user manual, and you'll get, you know, some Surefire product information, battery warning, all sorts of stuff like that. All right, now the fun stuff. So let's get these guys front and center. All right, I'll go ahead and install the batteries. So starting with the Surefire, you just unscrew the head. You can unscrew the tail, but you can't install the battery through the tail. It's got to be through the head. Positive side up, and I'll just show the inside of the head there. There's the contact area there. Not sure if it is potted or not. It may be, but it just looks like a pretty secure contact area there. Okay, now close it up. Good to go. Okay, so that is ready to roll. This is such a beautiful light. I didn't think I would like this light as much as I do, but let me tell you, I friggin' love it. Okay, now this I have on the 18650 body. Where is it? I have the OKW dual fuel multi-mode. Okay, so this is gonna be your ultra thrower, pinpoint hotspot, not great for up close, but at a distance, that's the one you want. And this one I have on the 18350 body is the PLH V2 dual full multi-mode again. Now, just to let you know that these heads are interchangeable. Come on. So I can put the PLH V2 head on the 18650 body, you know, the OKW on the 18350, it doesn't matter. And I did actually forget to show you that that is fully potted. Both heads are exactly the same. So see that black stuff there? That's potting. That means that the electronics have been sealed in there. So these lights withstand heavy impact, recoil, things like that. So they are literally designed to be weapon mounted and just, you know, cop a bit of a beating. Okay, so now let's zoom in and we'll just take a look at them all. Let's start with the smallest. So this is the PLH V2 on the 18350 body. It will come with a Theorem deep carry clip. like that. I love how Modlite includes the theorems with their lights. I just think it's a high quality light and you get all the bits and bobs with it. You know, you get a charger, you get a theorem. I love that. Now, check how compact that is in my hand, okay? So it is totally fits in there absolutely fine. This thing is like a pocket rocket. And I love the fact that it has the high-low, okay? So if we just take a look at that, the head is almost as long as the body. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful light. The tail can come off and you can use it without the theorem if you don't want, it, but I prefer it. But there it is there without the theorem. That's probably how you'd weapon mount it, obviously without the theorem. Now, if you want a switchback, that'll work too. So put a switchback on, close it up. And again, the switchback is really great for how it, for pulling it out of your pocket. If you use it as an EDC light, you just, hook your finger in the switchback, pull it out and you're good to go. Obviously, you can't use the switchback with your finger as intended, like when you'd need a raised tail switch to use it. Oh, I can kind of get in there actually. Oh, I can. Nice. So that's how it's intended. You squeeze and then there you go. Oh, I didn't realize I could. Oh, you got to get like a good angle, but it does work. See that? Great. So I'll put the deep carry back on, and obviously that can work with the 18650 body as well. So I do prefer the deep carry because I like to EDC these lights, and in jeans, the deep carry clip is just phenomenal because a large-ish light like this 18650 just disappears in your pocket, in your jean pocket. So I think that's great. Now here's the 18650. Obviously the head looks exactly the same, but the 18650 body is just a little longer, okay? Now these patterns here, I think are phenomenal. I think what a great design. They feel really great. The feel, when you pick up a Modlite, you know it's a Modlite. You just do. When you pick one up, you're like, oh yeah, that's a Modlite. I can feel the body. I can feel the grip and it's really hard to describe, but it's just like this smooth yet robust, almost indestructible feel. So however they finish it, whatever materials they use, I'm sure some kind of high grade, hard anodized aluminium, like aerospace grade and whatever. But this is just, you pick it up and you just know, okay? So I really prefer the 18650 body for the extra runtime. But the great thing about Modlite is whether you've got the 18350 or the 18650 body, it's not going to affect lumens or candela or anything like that. It will only affect your runtime. Obviously, bigger battery, more runtime. Now, if we just have a look at those heads down there, so obviously very smooth reflectors, like, total smoothness, and slightly different emitters. Obviously, the OKW is going to have more of a throwy emitter. PLH V2 has more of a higher output emitter. So that's what they look like there. And I think both of them are about 5700 Kelvin CCT, okay? So the Surefire Turbo is just amazing as well. I think this is probably the most comfortable light out of them all. And the reason I think this is the most comfortable out of them all, and I've been trying to put my finger on it, but I think it's because of the taper and perhaps even this body, this extra little inner taper on the body. So the tail cap is a little bit thicker than the body, and then the head tapers out like this, obviously, right? So the way I hold it is my two top fingers here go around the body, and my pointer finger is really kind of secured by the tail cap, and then these two come around the head. And because this has a raised tail clicky, the thumb just hits it super easily, right? And I mean, you got to feel it to believe it. This is so comfortable in the hand, just amazingly comfortable. Easily the most comfortable out of these three. So I love, excuse me, I love the Surefire for that. Now, the Surefire comes with its own installed deep carry clip, and that is pretty deep carry. I pocket this often now, and you literally only have the switch poking out the top. It's great. but it's also two-way. So, and this is not very heavy. In fact, we'll weigh it. So you can put this on your hat if you need to go hands-free, which is just phenomenal. This is very much a potential to be my favorite out of these three, actually, just, in real time, letting you guys know that. Okay, so the Surefire 18350 is 129.6 grams. That's with the battery. The 18350 Modlite is 132 grams exactly. Wow, nice. And the 18650 Modlite is 170.55 grams. So, and in terms of height, let's just see, where are we here? So what do we got? The Modlite 18650 is 13.5 centimeters. The Modlite 18350 is 10 centimeters, a little over 10 centimeters. And the Surefire 18350 is 12 centimeters at the end of the tail clicky, okay? So that is, they're all very, very compact for what they offer. They really are. Obviously, this being the most compact, this being the sweet spot, in my opinion, of feel. And then this one's very, very comfortable as well. But you get the ultra runtime with this. Now, I really wanted to buy the 18650 version of this as well, but I just couldn't afford it, man. These three lights here cost me 600 Australian dollars. Sorry, 1,600 Australian dollars. So it's very expensive for three lights, and I'm going to sell one of them to try and recoup some money and then maybe keep two. But I wanted to get them on the channel. They're all new. They're all multi-mode. They're all high-low. These two are programmable. This one is not. But I wanted to get them on the channel. I would have loved to have the 18650 version of this as well, but I just couldn't afford $2,000. So sorry guys, I can only do what I can do. But now let's get into the specs, okay? So starting with the Modlites, remembering that both of these heads are going to be able to use the 18650 or 18350, so their runtimes can increase or decrease depending on what body and battery you're using. But so we'll start with the PLH V2. This has 1,350 lumens on high and 54,000 candela. On the 18350 body, you're going to get about 45 minutes of runtime, and on the 18650 body, you're going to get 75 minutes of runtime. That's on high. Now the OKW comes in at only 680 lumens, so just a little bit more than half the lumens of the PLH V2. But you have 69,000 candela. So you do have more throw. Also, the benefit of having the 18650 body is that you can use two CR123s if you get into a pinch. You cannot use two CR123s with the 18350 body purely because you need more voltage. So no Modlite head will work with one CR123. You need two. That's the benefit of having the 18650 body. Now the Surefire, and I'll just give you a look at that. See how deep that reflector is? See how it's much deeper than the Modlite? That is why this light has 95,000 candela. So I'll give you the specs on the 18650 body as well, even though it's not here. So the 18350 body has 650 lumens on high, 25 lumens on low, but with a CR123, it has 350 lumens on high, 25 lumens on low, so same low. Now this is not programmable, it's just always high, then low. Leave it on low, let go, turn it on, high. Always comes on in high, okay? Now the 18350 battery will give you 45 minutes of runtime on high and 11 hours on low. With a CR123A, it gives you an hour on high and 12 hours on low. You have 95,000 candela on high with the provided Surefire 18350, and you have 55,000 candela on high with the CR123. You'll get 616 meters with the 18350 and 469 meters with the CR123A. Now the 18650 it does increase lumens. So instead of 650 lumens with the 18350, you'll actually get 700 lumens with the 18650. 2.75 hours on high instead of 45 minutes. You'll get 100,000 candela on high instead of 95,000 candela. And you'll get 632 meters instead of 616 meters. So the 18650 version of this is a genuine beast. It is a genuine beast. I might have to look into getting one to compare this with that, but it is a genuine beast. So now that you've had all the specs, let's go see how they perform outside against each other, all right? And then we'll come back for some final thoughts and prices. See you in a sec. All right, starting off with the PLH V2. So there it is on high. I've stepped that out to 100 meters away. So that fence there, 100 meters with the graffiti on it. Now, top of the tower, no problemo. Large hotspot. Sorry, there's a gate creaking behind me. So, very useful, whole lot of light, beautiful beam. Look at that hotspot, just bloody gorgeous. And now if I just step a couple of steps, look at that. And then low, still useful, still got plenty of throw, and of course heaps of runtime on low. 11 hours I think it was, could be wrong actually, maybe that was the Surefire. Alright, and high. Alright, now I'll go back to my original spot and I'll get the OKW. Alright, no I won't, I'll get the Surefire. That's the Surefire. Whoa, this thing's a rocket. Nice. Wow, man. Geez, this thing's awesome. $100 away, getting that back fence with utter ease. Go there. Tighter hotspot. So much more candela. 95,000 they reckon. Jeez, look at that, man. God, can you hear that gate? Shut up. Friggin' sweet. Oh yeah, and then low. This looks a little bit dimmer than the PLH V2 on low, but then that, man, far out. Just going back to where I was, so it's fair. All right, now is gonna be the OKW, but this thing is awesome, man. I love this thing, so glad I got it. All right, now the OKW, it's stuck in my pocket. Okay, here we go. Ooh, Geez, this is bloody nice. I think this might be the winner. Wow, this is, I think this is the winner because it's got a larger hotspot than the Surefire, so the fence at 100 meters is the clearest I've seen. I'll just test that though. Oh, hang on. Ah, damn it, hang on. Sorry, I'm just going to quickly program it because I've got it on high only. Okay, there's the low. God, low's pretty special with the OKW as well. I think the OKW might be my fave. This thing's awesome. All right, now hang on. Hang on, guys. Okay, so Surefire, OKW. Surefire's got a narrower beam, which suggests, you know what? I think the Surefire wins actually. God, it's a hard call, but I think the Surefire wins. Surefire actually looks brighter and it goes further. But it's got a much smaller hotspot due to the different emitter. So for that reason, I think maybe the OKW might be more useful. But damn, man, that Surefire is bright on that fence. It's definitely brighter than the OKW on that fence. OKW, Surefire. And then low on, Actually, low on both of them. Surefire, OKW. Oh, OKW kills the Surefire on low at a distance anyway. Surefire, OKW, and PLH V2. All right, see ya. All right, so prices are, I got these from Aquaterro. Now, I emailed one of the boys in Aquaterro and asked him to actually source these from the States. So Aquaterro is a great website and company, and they deal with a lot of USA-made tactical gear. Really sweet stuff. Surefires all through their website. But they didn't have these on their website in stock. So I asked one of the blokes if he could source them for me, and he did me up a quote. I paid him, and they rock up at my door, however many weeks later. So very awesome people to deal with. Really highly recommend them, and I'll link them in the description. So I paid, look, give or take 10, 15 bucks, I paid about $550 Australian for each of these lights, right? So they're not cheap lights whatsoever, but they are the top quality of, rifle lights, hunting lights, utility lights. They're the top quality. Now let's talk performance outside. Okay, so obviously the 1350 lumens with the PLH V2 is gonna give you the most light. I mean, obviously. So you can see more of that light in the spill, in my opinion. That's where you really see it. But the throw of the OKW was very impressive, wasn't it? It was really impressive. The hotspot's bigger on the PLH V2, so it covers a lot. But man, the clarity at a distance with the OKW is just sublime. It really is. But then when the Surefire came out, I was like, this might win, in terms of clarity and distance. And that makes sense. The higher candela, the deeper the reflector, the longer the reflector, the wider the reflector. So that doesn't surprise me, but in some cases it did as well, because I genuinely thought the OKW, because it's got, the OKW's reputation precedes it, the OKW. Everyone knows the Modlite OKW is just an amazing thrower. And then Weltool came out with the LH1 head, I believe, which is one of my favorite heads. And that was kind of like Weltool's answer to the OKW. That has 89,000 candela, I believe, so a bit more than the OKW. And in my opinion, it's just an absolute gorgeous light with gorgeous spill. But the OKW's reputation precedes it, all right? Everyone knows it. Fully potted, just an amazing light. But then this Surefire blew me away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call that the Surefire was the best performer out of those three, from my observation, in terms of distance and clarity at a distance. Then the OKW, then the PLH V2. But if you're not looking for ultra distance, but you want maybe 50 to 100 meters of heaps of light, then you'd be silly not to go the PLH V2, because this thing is amazing. This thing is so bright, and the candela to lumen ratio is almost spot on perfect for self-defense. Like really, really bright light, straight in your eyes, big hot spot. That's what you want for self-defense. Compact, you can put the OKW on this, but in this body, it's compact, it's good to go. It's a really fantastic, phenomenal self-defense light, as well as useful light. Now, I forgot to show you how to program the Modlite. So remember, these two Modlites are programmable. They're the new multi-modes. So right now, I've got them on high and low, okay? But you can also program them to being on high only, and it could not be easier. You just half press the tail switch until it stops, and then hold it without fully clicking in, and it just changes modes, okay? So I'll do it now, and in fact, I'll show you here. So just half press, keep going quickly. Now I'm half holding it in, and it does that, and it stops. Now it's only on high only. See? Doesn't matter how many times, high only. So you can signal, you can strobe someone, or whatever. Just high only. But now, if I want to change it back to high-low, which is what I like, bang, 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 and then hold it. There you go. Flashes twice, comes in on low. Now you know that's the high-low output. All right? So it's that simple. It couldn't be more simple. The Surefire does not have that, okay? So the Surefire only has high, low, which is great. And the low mode is so useful with the Surefire. But if you want the option to only have high only, then you're gonna have to go one of the Modlites, definitely. If you don't mind the high, low, and that's all you want, and you do want a lot of distance, I'd bloody go the Surefire, and I'd probably even go the 18650 Surefire. Actually, Steve, if you're watching from Aquaterro, I'm probably gonna hit you up to get the 18650 so I can do a bit of a comparison between those two because, mate, this light is a banger. I love it. That's everything, guys. I hope I covered as much as I can. I hope I covered enough for you guys, but these three lights are so well worth it. If you want a better all-rounder, go the PLH V2. But if distance is only what you're interested in, one of these two, OKW or the DFT EDC1 or 2. All right, thanks very much for watching, guys. Until next time, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.